So I wasn't planning to do this video, but I watched TNA Bound for Glory 2025. It was a good show, man. I enjoyed myself. Great show. I'm gonna try to do this review, and it's not gonna be like fully breakdown, because I was kind of doing stuff. There's been plenty of times where I stopped and just watched the match. I'm Chief. This is my channel, and I'm gonna start doing more videos like this. So hey, if you like it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I've been watching wrestling for like over 20 years now, since I was 8 years old. I was introduced to TNA in December of 2006 when my dad showed it to me, and the first thing I saw was Christian Cage. I knew Christian Cage, then I became a big fan. That was when he was in his NWA TNA run with the NWA title. Ever since I became a fan, man. Ever since 2006, all those years, man, I just always look forward to Thursdays on Spike TV. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I keep tabs with TNA. I know I'm aware what's going on. So that's my little history with TNA. But yeah, let's get to this review. First match was the Gauntlet match. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even know this was happening at 7. I missed majority of it. So it was like almost like an hour with the Gauntlet match. But I caught the end. It was something. At one point, Frankie Kazarian wasn't even involved in the match, and then he clotheslined some chick, which was kind of what the hell, man. And then yeah, that way they did the edge spot from Elimination Chamber, basically. But they did that spot with Frankie Kazarian. Then Santino comes out and he's talking to Frankie, and Frankie says, "You know what? Screw you." And the ticker goes down to 1, and Santino's the one going in the ring. And within a second, they did the Royal Rumble 2009 spot where he gets eliminated. Then he goes, "I wasn't ready." And dude, I love that transition. Cardona's theme song goes, "Always Ready." Right after he says, "I wasn't ready," Matt Cardona's theme song goes on. That was Chef's Kiss. That was a beautiful transition. I like that. This match, it's weird too, because it ended in a draw in a weird way. So we have two Heritage Cup winners. I don't know what the name of the cup, TNA Cup, Heritage Cup. I don't know. I don't really keep up with TNA, but I'm aware about the cup. So the cup is basically their money in the bank, so they can cash it anytime they want throughout the year. So Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth are the winners of that. And yeah, that happened. That left me confused. I thought it was BS. Like, come on, you couldn't give us a proper finish. Like, you couldn't give it fully to Nick Nemeth. But now I am interested where they're gonna go with this story between Nick Nemeth and Frankie Kazarian. I'm kind of interested where they're going. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might start keeping up weekly, but yeah, it ended with a draw. I didn't agree with it, but later down the night, I think we figured out why they did that. All right, moving forward with the next match after the Gauntlet match. It was for the TNA Knockouts World Championship between Kalani Jordan versus Indy Hartwell. Dude, this match was great. I enjoyed it. It was basically pure wrestling. Love this match. I just wish it was a little longer. But yeah, overall, great wrestling. This might be one of the matches I go back to watch. Hey, yo, I gotta give it to Indy. Indy has improved immensely since she got fired. Like, yo, she's gonna be one of those girls that's gonna go back. Yeah, it was a great showcase for Indy. Kalani looks strong. Dude, Kalani. Yo, WWE better keep her in lockdown, man. Pay her whatever she wants. She's the future of this division, man. But yeah, it was a good match. I just wish it was a little longer. It's a little short for my liking, but a little longer would have been better. It was a great match. I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching it. And then the next match after that was the Order 4 versus the System, and it was a hardcore war match. So basically, I don't know the rules. I'll put up the rules. A hardcore match, basically a bunch of hardcore spots. Alicia Edwards went through some thumbtacks. Yeah, it was a lot of violence, to be honest. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, this match a little blurred to me, but I enjoyed it. But overall, great match. The System got the win. The crowd popped. Crowd went crazy. But yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed this. This match was a banger. Anything Javon Evans is involved is always a banger. That kid's the future. I met him in Vegas. Great guy, down to earth. And ever since I met him, I've been rooting for him. I seen him live at NXT Stand and Deliver. That's Javon Evans for you. Cool guy. What you see on TV is what you get in real life. This match was for the X Division Championship. Leon Slater versus Javon Evans. I'm glad I paid for this pay-per-view just for this match, dude. These guys went crazy. They did a bunch of spots. They were flying everywhere. The match kind of ended It ended in a time limit draw, and I was, come on, TNA, you're not gonna do this BS again where you can't decide a winner. But I get it. I was like, okay, maybe WWE doesn't want Javon Evans to look weak. So yeah, I thought maybe they were gonna end the draw. And then Santino comes out and says, you know what, we're gonna run it back, add 5 more minutes. And they do a couple spots here and there, no longer than 2 minutes, and then Dark State from NXT comes and basically takes out both Javon Evans and Leon Slater, so we're left without a winner. So right now, I don't even know that match ended because the bell never rang. But yeah, no winner. But it was a good match. This is another one I'm gonna go back and watch. I'm gonna rate this 5 stars, yo. I just to rate it 5 stars, it was that good, bro. This was a banger. All right, next match is called One Final Table, basically a TLC match. It's Team 3D, aka the Dudley Boys, taking on the Hardy Boys for both NXT championships and both the TNA championships. And yo, this match kind of showed us the history of these two teams in TNA with a nice video package. I like that. It was a nice touch. And yeah, it's basically another Hardy's Dudley match, but they're a little older, they move slower. But it was a fun watch. I wouldn't say it was the greatest match, but it was a fun watch. They did some crazy spots. Jeff has to go through a ladder. That was cool. So him doing it at his age still. It ended with Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, whatever you want to call him. Basically just standing there and accepting defeat. It was great. It was great just seeing the emotions. I think at that point it really hit him that this is gonna be the last one. Hardy Boys, they had the steel chairs on their hands. They were gonna hit him, and then they showed him mercy. Decided not to do that. They dropped the chairs, and then they basically threw him through the table. And yeah, that was the end of the match. It ended with them taking off their boots, basically telling them we're done. This is it. This is the final one. All right, so this is the main event. TNA Championship. We got TNA Champion Trick Williams taking on Mike Santana. And what I know from keeping tabs, Mike Santana has been having a story, and he's become a fan favorite. So this match was good. It started off with them attacking each other. The bell hasn't rang, and they basically had Mike Santana go through the steel steps. And then they go in the ring, bell rings. It was a fun match. Bunch of spots. At one point, Mike Santana did a 450. And then Trick starts taunting Mike Santana's daughter, which she was at ringside. And yeah, that was I like how they showed us the family. So Mike Santana's family was there. Then Trick goes back, does his thing, and then he goes back and basically is talking crap on Mike Santana's daughter. Basically, what happened? Trick Williams goes up to her, says, "Who's your daddy now?" And then she's going, "Me." And then boom, perfect shot. Couldn't done it any better. Slaps Trick. Mike Santana takes an opportunity to basically finish the match, and then that was it. Mike Santana's new TNA champion. I don't know why they do this in TNA. Apparently, everybody gets the Undertaker treatment where the lights go out. Then Nick Nemeth comes out with his Heritage Cup, showing us that he wants to cash in. But keep in mind, there's 2 winners, so I don't know how that's going to work going forward. Then Elijah comes out, basically saves Mike Santana from, being defeated. The guy that won earlier, too, with the draw, Frankie Kazarian. Mike Santana took care of him. The show ended, and that's it. And TNA couldn't give us a nice moment without a shocking moment. I honestly thought, no way they're gonna do this to him, bro. But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad Mike Santana won. It was a great story from what I heard and from what I seen on social media. I'm not the biggest TNA guy these days, but I checked this show out. It was a fun watch. I do not regret one bit of it. I was entertained throughout all hours, yo. I was really entertained. They got some momentum going, especially if they get that TV deal, which is all confirmed. It might be CW, and they're going to move to Wednesdays. So basically, this show is a tone setter, basically saying, "Yo, we want the smoke." It was a great show, yo. I'm gonna keep watching like every week. I'll probably drop a review every week. Most likely, I'll drop a review every week. But yeah, I'm gonna start adding TNA in my rotation. I'm interested what they're gonna do. But yeah, overall great show, fun watch. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to like this video. Leave your comment. If you watched the show, let me know what you thought. They did the right thing giving Mike Santana the title. TNA doesn't seem to do the right thing a lot. But yeah, it was a great show. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely be checking out TNA more often than I am now. This is the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is my TNA review. Peace out. Not much of a review, but hey, it's a review.